Es el número.
Son las cosas aquí. Pero no puede hablar de esto.
Está en el horno.
Está todavía en el horno. It takes us about, when I have an idea, to hiring the people, to building the product, you put it all together, it's about 2 years. And when we're still cooking, we have to wait. We cannot tell the world, because otherwise you're just telling all of your competitors what you're doing, and then you have more competition when you arrive, so there's no advantage here. But they're big markets, they're connected markets, and when I was talking about some of those potential markets yesterday, who knows, could be one of those.
When you make a development, do you need, well, I guess you have to, but for instance, in Latin America, the wideband is, we don't have that much. So how do you expect, for instance, to for telepresence or UMI to have an impact in Latin America or in Africa or whatever, you know, in developing countries?
That's a great question. But let me just show you something about, even just take UMI as a good example. I can consume as much as 3 megabits,
right?
But I can move it all the way down to a much, much lower bit rate if I want to. Of course, I don't get the same video experience, but I do get a video experience. Smaller window, maybe lower frame rate. So these video technologies, the newer ones, they go up and they go down in terms of the quality they can offer. And they are better and better at working over slow links, noisy links, less predictable links. Also because of mobility. Because any wireless technology is a shared technology. With 2,000 people here in the hotel all walking around with Wi-Fi phones, it's you sharing this network access. So the applications and the devices are getting better at adapting. So I don't think it's a digital divide. It's not have and have-nots. Everybody will have, but some will have a better experience than others, but you can have some experience. And I think in emerging markets, in some cases, people leapfrog to better technology. For example, I know that in Brazil, there's some very advanced projects for doing IPTV, delivering television to the home over IP. Much more advanced than anything, for example, happening in the United States right now. And in some parts of the world, especially in Asia, mobile is just exploding, right? 3G, 4G. Sometimes the benefit of not having a previous technology is you can just go right over it and go to the next. So I'm actually quite hopeful. I think especially, even, you know, I know there's an initiative in Mexico for digital inclusion. But if you think just about the price of computing, from going from something like this to a netbook, you can now buy a netbook for almost $200, $250, and that's a nice little machine. Webcam, computing, networking technology, and as we start seeing tablets come into the market at even lower price points, I think accessing the technology and connectivity will become very affordable.